Okay, hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to JFD Brokers Traders Tea Time with me, Darius Luchauskas, where we're going to have a look at the markets, what's happening with them right now, what levels to watch out for. As always, guys, before we jump in, let's quickly have a read through our risk disclaimer. So the content of this webinar does not constitute investment advice or investment recommendation, and does not in any way constitute an invitation to acquire any financial instrument or product. As always, I'll just give you a few seconds to read the rest and we can continue. So, also a quick reminder of our JFD research page here, where you can go in and have a look at a different analysis that we do on a daily basis, and different trading shoutouts, and of course analysis in different other languages. So do not hesitate to visit us, guys. I mean, I think you can find something useful for yourself. So for now, let's have a look at the charts. So the first one I want to look at, guys, is the FTSE 100. Now we can see that we're getting a bit of a sell-off here, a little bit. Well, not a huge one, but still, nevertheless, it continues to push south right now. We are at this key level here around this 7700 area. Now if we'll get a nice close below the 7700, or even better, below the 7690, we could see some more selling coming in tomorrow, which could take it to this upwards moving trend line here that's running since the end of March. So for now, guys, all eyes are on the close, and let's see if we're gonna get below the 7700 mark, or like I said, even better, the 7690. We need a close below these two levels in order to kind of consider further declines. On the upside, certainly, if we're gonna get a reversal back up here, and we'll start taking out these Monday's highs and Friday's highs, then probably aim for this 7790 area, approximately there, or even actually let's round it up to the 7800. Could be a good level to watch here. Could be a good level of resistance if this index reverses back to the upside. Let's have a look at DAX quickly. So DAX is now indicating us that it wants to push a little bit lower. Certainly all eyes are on this level right here now, the 12,850, approximately there. We are moving away from the psychological 13,000 now, and kind of moving south now. So watch out for this 12,850, guys. Could act as a good level of support initially, but if it'll start breaking this one again, then we've got the bottom side of this rising channel here to watch. Could be a good area to test as well, and that could be around the 12,750. Excuse me. So for now, certainly, if we'll suddenly get a reversal back to the upside and we move above the 13,000, then keep an eye on this higher level right here at around 13,160 as a next potential area of resistance. But for now, of course, this becomes the plan B, and we are looking for some lower levels at the moment. Especially this 12,850. So keep an eye on this one, guys. Could be a good level of support. Let's have a look at gold now. So the gold is, well, I was talking about this one this morning, and to be honest, it hasn't moved much, and we are currently slightly below the 1320 mark. We're just balancing around it, and at the moment, until we see a better move away from this area, we're not touching this one and just keeping an eye on it, because if we'll see a nice move lower here, then we could get back out of this triangle formation, this kind of wedge triangle formation. Yep, and we could move it lower a little bit towards this 1307 initially, and if we do get a nice close here below the 1307, well, guess what, we do have a better one here at the 1300, which acted as a good level in the past, and so yeah, could be an interesting area to test, but that is only if we get a nice move below the 1307, or especially a close below the 1307. But for now, we're kind of quite far away from this one right now, and of course, certainly We are just balancing on this this short-term trend line here. So at the moment, like I said, keep an eye on these higher levels. Watch out for the 1336 as a potential next area, a stronger area of resistance. Let's have a look at DXY. So DXY is in a selling mode right now, and we are moving below this area that I was talking about this morning, this 92.40 approximately there. We are moving lower now, breaking this one. Certainly it will be interesting to see if we're going to get a nice close here today, because we do have a nice good area of support here at around this 92 mark, which also kind of also coincides here with this 200 EMA here shown as a black line. So guys, for now, keep an eye on this. Keep an eye on the close, especially if the price will stay above this 92.40, then well, it becomes a bit tricky, because we could actually end up moving back up here, maybe towards this 92.70 area, approximately there, and eventually maybe we could see a break above and a move and a push a little bit higher here, maybe towards these previous highs at around the 93.40 area. So but for now, of course, I mean, we can see that it's not looking strong. It's trying to push lower here. Let's see if it's going to close below this 92.40, guys. And if we do get something like this, I will repeat myself, aim for this 92 mark. Let's have a look at the euro dollar. And euro dollar is looking strong, and we probably understand why, because the dollar is getting weaker a little bit, and we are currently pushing towards this psychological 120 mark. And I was talking about this morning, about this one this morning, and I said to keep an eye on the psychological 120 mark, and then after that, if we do get a bit of a push through the psychological 120, keep an eye on this 200 EMA, guys. I mean, could act as a good level of resistance initially, especially this area could act as a good level of resistance. But if we continue push through this, and if the euro kind of jumps through all these both of these levels, watch out for this 120. 1.2900, so could be a good area as well, could be a good area for resistance. And I'll probably again repeat myself, as I did in my morning video, this 1.2900 acted as a good area of resistance here in 2017. So watch out for this one, guys. Could be interesting. Let's have a look at GBP USD now, and GBP USD is also showing us some signs of strength, and now we're pushing away from this 200 EMA. We're aiming towards this 1.3615 area. Watch the close today. If we're going to get a nice close here above, then this could open the path towards this 137.10 area, approximately there. And if that doesn't hold, well, we do have this upwards moving trend line here, this longer term upwards moving trend line that started around mid-March 2017. We could eventually get a test of this trend line from underneath. So something to watch out for you guys here, and but that's only, of course, if we'll start breaking both of these levels that I've mentioned right now, the 136.15 and the 137.10. On the downside, certainly if we'll get a reversal back down, well, keep an eye on this area right here, this 134.55 approximately there. This level acted as a not a bad, let's say, support area here in January this year. So watch out for this one, guys. We kind of managed to touch this one already recently, so last week, to be more precise, and we kind of reversed up from this area. But nevertheless, like I said, if some sort of weakness will come in, watch out for this level again, guys, the 134.55. Let's have a look at GBP JPY. And GBP JPY, yep, you can see that the pound is kind of regaining some grounds, and we are moving a little bit higher here. Keep an eye on this area, this 149.350 approximately there. A nice break, a nice pop above this could open the path towards this level right here, the 150.650 approximately there. Certainly we'll on the path here, on the way here, we will be taking out the psychological 150 area. But again, like I said, this area here, the 156.50 approximately there, could act as a better level of resistance. So for now, watch this area first, the 149.350 as a potential breaking area. If we'll suddenly reverse here, if this will act as a good level of resistance, then watch out for this this upwards moving trend line here that we recently bounced off of, and this trend line has been running since around April last year. So we are kind of pushing away from this one right now, but like I said, if we'll get some sort of reversal back to the back down, keep an eye on it as a next potential area of support. Let's quickly have a look at the Aussie dollar. Now, Aussie dollar is trying to push higher here. We can see that here, and it's really trying hard, but still getting held here by this 0.75550 area. Watch out for a potential break here. If we do get a nice break, keep an eye on this area right here at the 0.76250, approximately there, as the next potential area of resistance. And if that doesn't hold, well, it could end up moving towards this upwards moving trend line and the test of this upwards moving trend line from underneath. And just to remind you, this trend line was running since January 2016, so a very good potential area for a test as well if this pair continues to push higher. So on the downside, certainly we would need to see a nice break here below the 0.75 mark, and then we'll probably consider some further lower levels here, further declines towards this 0.74 100 area. But let's go step by step, of course, and let's keep an eye on this one, the 0.75 550 mark first. Let's have a look at the USD CAD now quickly, and the USD CAD it's pushing away from this key area here that we were monitoring, this 128. So we're pushing lower now, and we are aiming towards this low here that we had on last Friday, the 1.27 to 300, 1.27 300, guys. Keep an eye on this one. If this will continue pushing like this, there could be a possible break here below the 127 300, and this could open the path towards this area right here. The next level to watch out for, the 126 900, or even actually we could end up moving lower. But of course, let's go, like I said, let's go step by step, and first let's aim for this 127 300. On the upside, if we'll get a sudden reversal back up, watch out for this 128 again. If we'll get a nice break above this, well, I mean, we could see maybe another push here higher towards the 129. And if that doesn't hold, well, guess what? We do have a better psychological level higher, the 130. But of course, I mean, it's still far for this one for us to consider that level now. And for now, all eyes are on the 128 mark. Let's quickly have a look at one more pair, and we'll probably wrap it up here. So USD CHF, interesting developments happening here. We're getting back into this rising channel formation that we kind of recently broke, and moved slightly higher above it. So now of course, the eyes are on the close today. If we'll get a nice close below this key level right here, the 0.99 800, and then a close, of course, inside this rising channel formation, then, well, I mean, this is probably not looking good for this pair, and we could see a bit of retracement here to the downside, aiming for this level right here at around 0.98 450 approximately there. So watch out for this, guys. I mean, could be an interesting level to watch, could be an interesting good level of support initially, and then if that doesn't hold, well, we do have a better one here, the 0.97 850 approximately there. So but if we suddenly get a reversal back to the upside, and if this price is gonna close above the 0.99 800, then, well, watch out for the psychological one level again. I mean, this could get tested again, and if it doesn't hold, well, we could end up moving higher again here and breaking this level that we had. This was the high here, and we could end up moving a little bit higher. So, okay, for now, like I said, certainly watch for the downside. I mean, watch this level here, the 0.99 800, and let's see where this price is going to close today. Okay, guys, I'll have to wrap it up here, and thank you very much for watching. And if you want to join me later tomorrow morning at my Trader's Espresso at 7 o'clock British Summer Time. But for now, thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye-bye.